Good morning, Christina's World Kitchen. I'm Christina Martinez Williams, and I am so excited to be out here with you today. It is a beautiful morning. I just got done walking and moving, and so I want to talk about the one health habit. If you're just only going to change one health habit, it should be this one. So this might surprise you. It won't be the diet. It wouldn't be a supplement. It wouldn't even be the gym. It would be walking. Not because walking does everything, but because walking helps improve so many systems in your body and often becomes the habit, the gateway habit that makes every other habit easier. So thumbs up, hearts, share this video. You're going to want to hear this information because if you're not already walking, you need to start walking. This needs to be the habit that you make your priority so that you can start to see the benefits in all the other areas and build those habits at the same time. Or the walking makes those habits easier. The walking makes it is your entry point to those other habits. So tell me in the comments if you are currently walking, how often do you walk, how long do you walk, where do you walk, who do you walk with, what's your distance. All of that isn't so important. The most important is that you're doing it, even if it's 5 minutes a day. But I would love to know. I would love to know where you walk, how you walk, meaning how long do you walk, how much do you walk, and who do you walk with? Tell me in the comments. What do you do when you walk? If you're not walking with someone, what do you do with when you walk? So here are 5 reasons why this is the one habit, the one health habit you should add if you're going to add just one. So walking improves blood sugar and metabolism. It's really interesting because your body, as you're walking, actually pulls the blood, the glucose, the sugar out of your blood to use it for your muscles for energy when you walk, which is so exciting. And it also goes then into your muscles. Your muscles are using that glucose for energy when you walk. So this improves your insulin sensitivity and helps you regulate you're welcome. Improves your insulin sensitivity and helps your body regulate blood sugar more effectively. So walking really is helpful for any person, whether they have insulin resistance or not, because it is helping to remove that glucose from the bloodstream and utilize it for your muscles. And then even a short walk after meals can make a big difference. So it can make a difference in allowing you to go ahead and start using what you just consumed, the glucose, and helping to reduce that the sugar in your blood. That's the thing that I was thinking this morning, I was really grateful that we go on a walk after dinner and that we've been doing that for years. It's really great not only for our bodies, but also for our connection with our family, for our conversations, for our feeling connected, connected to each other's lives. Okay, number 2, walking supports fat loss. Now, walking doesn't directly make you burn fat, but it does support your fat loss because even though it doesn't burn as many calories as high intensity exercise, it's burning calories, but it's supporting so many of the systems involved in fat loss. So better blood sugar control, like we talked about, better insulin sensitivity, like we talked about, and then it's reducing stress, which reduces cortisol, which is also going to impact fat loss. It improves your recovery. You can recover more quickly from life, but also your muscles get to recover more easily. And that increased daily movement can impact your fat loss. So it's not powerful because it burns a lot of calories. It's powerful because it helps your body work better. All right. 3rd reason why walking improves your mood, stress, and mental clarity, or why walking is the habit you want to add. It improves your mood, stress, and mental clarity. Walking lowers your stress hormones. It lowers that cortisol level. It can improve your mood and reduce anxiety. It helps clear mental clutter and improve focus. And many people find solutions to problems while they're walking that they couldn't see while they were sitting and stressing about them. So I love that. I always have new thoughts and new ideas, or just even new gratitude when I walk. it's such a release, and so many people that I walk with feel the same way, and that's a common experience. Not only common, but it's known. It's a known thing that happens when you walk. So sometimes the biggest benefit of a walk isn't what it does for your body, it's what it's doing for your mind. So if you're walking, if you're listening right now, thumbs up, hearts, share this video. If you're finding it valuable, put valuable or value in the comments, and then tell me what you do to walk. If you are not mobile or you can't walk, it's okay. There's other things you can do and that can also do these things. But if you can walk, even if it's 5 minutes, even if it's really slow, walking will be the habit that creates health and creates other healthy habits, that makes it easier for you to create those healthy habits. Now, the fourth reason why that's true is that walking supports longevity and overall health. Regular walking is associated with lower risk. Now, this is coming from research. Lower risk of heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, cognitive decline. Walking reduces your risk of those things. And those things are not creating health, are creating short-term health, not dying sooner. This lets you live longer and live longer better. Walking is one of the simplest things you can do to improve your chances of living a longer, healthier life. So you don't have to become a marathon runner. You don't even have to walk at as fast-paced as other people can, in order to improve your health. It's the consistent walking that creates those meaningful benefits over time. You walk in the pool and you walk in the pool, Wendy, because it's soft on your joints. Is that what you're saying? Yes, walking in the pool is amazing for low impact walking. I did water aerobics yesterday with some women, or 2 days ago, and it is amazing. It's amazing for any level of mobility and often a way to recover well. All right, the last reason why walking is the habit that you want to add if you haven't yet, that will impact all your other healthy habits, is because walking creates momentum for other healthy habits. Is that reason? It's the reason because it does do that. Now, why does it do that? Why is it the gateway habit? This is something that people often overlook. When people start walking consistently, they often begin drinking more water, sleeping better, making better food choices, managing stress more effectively, building confidence, connecting with other people, and believing that they're capable of change. All of that can happen because you start walking consistently. And that habit then creates a habit of hydration, a habit of priorities on good sleep, a habit of better food choices, high protein, low carb, a habit of your mindset and your management of stress. And all of that is so important for our overall health. So walking is rarely just about walking. It's just the first domino in your health journey that makes it possible to do more and live better longer. So the research can tell us what walking does physiologically, but what I've seen personally is even more powerful. Even at the fort, when we walk at a fort here in Fort Washington, I often see, almost every day, a gentleman who walks with a cane. His gait isn't perfect, and he's not setting any speed records, and he's not even walking miles and miles, but he's there day after day and with a smile on his face, and he always greets us good morning, and he's there. His wife is next to him, and every time I'm reminded of this importance, that walking is so powerful because it isn't perfect. It's because it's accessible. You don't need a gym membership. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need to be in shape first. You don't even need to have it figured out. You just start where you are. And for some people, that's a mile. For some people, that's around the block. For some people, that's to the mailbox and back. The goal is not perfection. It is momentum. Because once you start keeping promises to yourself through walking, something begins to shift. You start believing that you can make other changes too. You start seeing what's possible. And often this simple habit of walking becomes the foundation for better health, more energy, greater confidence, and a healthier life overall. So if you don't know where to start, start with a walk. Not because walking does everything, not because it's magic, but because walking can be the habit that helps everything else get better. So tell me in the comments, what are you doing already to walk? Where do you walk? How long do you walk? Only so that you can identify to go a little bit better, a little bit more. And then if you're not walking yet, what can you do today? How much can you do today? Can you walk after a meal? Can you, even if you're at work? I know a lot of people who go on a walk at their lunch break. They eat lunch and then they go on a walk. So powerful, such a big habit. So tell me what you're doing. And Wendy, thanks for commenting. Have a wonderful day from my house to your kitchen. Global flavors and healthy plates from around the world.